Bore da, everybody. My name's Jo Patterson. I'm from the Welsh School of Architecture at Cardiff University, and I'm here to represent the Transforming Homes and Housing for Future Generations, which is a green transitions ecosystem project funded by the AHRC. We've been running for 12 months, and we've got another 12 months to go when we've got a huge task to achieve. So I would just like to say thank you for inviting us, because it's really great to be here. I'm an environmental scientist, so I'm completely out of my comfort zone being in such a creative environment. But our consortium does involve design research and is heavily creative, so it's really great to hear about something different apart from low carbon technologies and heat pumps. So thanks a lot for involving us in this event. So what does a creative city mean? It's about people, and it's about housing, particularly for our project. Obviously, housing does not stand alone, and it involves infrastructure, it involves green and blue spaces, it involves transport, and all of those things need to be brought together. But our project is focusing on existing housing, and as Professor Richard Kirk already alluded to, in the early 1900s, people were designing and creating new housing, but that housing was, they had blank pieces of paper and were able to be very creative in what they were doing at the time. Where our project is focusing on designing existing housing, and that's probably more challenging because we need to try and be creative, but with quite complex housing and building structures and those people living in them as well, and the way that they live and work and what they respect and desire about their homes. So we're really trying to co-design the processes and systems that we're working on, but also be as creative as we possibly can, minimizing the risks and the time that it takes to intrude on people's lifestyles and lives, but also to create the best homes for future generations. So why are we working on this particular subject area? Well, our UK housing stock is aging. And poor quality housing creates a huge amount of issues, health issues, creates poor quality of life, well-being. It creates fuel poverty and financial issues, as well as adding to the carbon emissions crisis and climate change. So we really need to focus on improving our existing 28 million homes, as well as building high-quality new build homes for the future. And the key thing is that everybody needs to be part of this transformation. The whole process involves designing, planning, procuring, installing, and then maintaining and operating homes. That involves a huge amount of people, not only the residents living in the homes, but it involves local authorities, it involves social housing companies, it involves the installers, the manufacturers, and those people that go in and maintain and operate the homes beyond any transformation work. All of those people need to understand why they're doing what they're doing and what they're doing to those homes, so that they deliver what they need to do as effectively as possible. We're focusing on 1920s to 1940s council-built houses. So there were 4 million homes built between 1920 and 1940. 1.4 million of those, I think, are actually still in the social housing sector, or were in the social housing sector. The estate that we're working on focusing on 2 estates, one in Swansea and one in Bristol. And creative design was part of the development of those estates. There was, the housing estates were built with thinking about the views, the ways that the housing were laid out, providing different types of housing, variable housing, integrating art and craft and detail that we don't often see so much today in the housing developments, which tend to be a lot more consistent and lack that creativity that we would like to see. So what we're doing in the transformation of these homes is trying to ensure that those features are preserved wherever we possibly can, but we also need to kind of bring in the low carbon solutions and measures. So things like external wall insulation, how much do we have to compromise, losing kind of characteristics and details of those homes whilst ensuring that those homes are going to last for the future generations and provide them with warm, comfortable housing in the future as well. So we're really trying to strike a balance between keeping the creative elements of the housing, but also providing homes for future generations. And we're looking at processes and solutions for these housing types. We're delivering 10 demonstration homes, 4 in Swansea and 4 in Bristol. And we're working very closely with the local authorities and the owners and the residents, really delivering co-design through co-designs. So we're holding charrettes, we're holding workshops to understand how those people live in those homes, but how that can be translated then into the transformation processes and systems. And we're looking at improving not only the design and trying to improve space standards, but also embedding things like bio-based materials and sustainable materials, but also trying to incorporate renewable energy supply and storage as well to kind of take the homes beyond net zero and just really trying to create better places for people to live. So we're a consortium of about 50 people across the 4 universities, 4 main research universities in the southwest, so Bath, Bristol, Cardiff and Exeter. But we've also got partners involved in the project from industry, local authorities and community groups who are all highly embedded in the consortium to really make sure that what we're doing is co-designed. That's fundamental to the programme of works and is working really well. We've got a work package within our research project called Connecting, Communicating and Collaborating, and that work package ensures that communication and collaboration is embedded in the work so that people feel part of the whole process and are all fully engaged with what's going on, because we feel that that's fundamental to successful delivery. And the key, the core and the legacy of the project is around design research, because quite often with retrofits, people come up with an idea, they deliver it, and then they move on. And what we're trying to do is carry out this design research cyclical process to make sure that the design brings in the input from all of those stakeholders that need to be involved in the process. We're working with the residents, we're working with community groups and industry and the stakeholders to really make sure that everybody's input across all of those different stages of the process are really embedded. At the moment, we're organising a series of charrettes or workshops across the country in similar 1920s to 1940s estates to get input from other different areas of the UK I'm working with residents, so it's residents attending those charrettes where we kind of get input from different ways of people living in these similar types of homes, but why they live there, what do they like, what are the challenges, and a lot of the issues that we're finding is around space standards, which is really quite difficult to deal with from a design point of view. How do you add space onto a home that they can use effectively? And we're looking at skills and training and working with colleges and schools to kind of really understand what skills need to be developed to push this forwards. And that's the project in a nutshell. Like I said, we've been running for 12 months already. We've got another 12 months to go, and it's quite a huge challenge. It's a very diverse, interdisciplinary consortium, and we really are finding massive value. We're really learning a lot from the huge skill set. So we've got social scientists, we've got architects, we've got engineers, we've got structural engineers, a huge range of expertise and skills, and we're all learning massive amounts from each other. So our website is due to be launched today. So if you'd like to go onto the website and sign up, we can keep you informed with news and events and information, and very much hope to share our learnings with you going forward. So thank you very much.